let's get it going right away on the Lakers Report. We got a lot to talk to on today's Lakers Report, starting with the top buyout candidates for your Los Angeles Lakers after they did nothing, zilch, zero, nada at the trade deadline. So we'll examine what's next for the purple and gold, and specifically speaking, how about pursuing Spencer DinWiddie? A lot of reports out there that he has become the Lakers' top buyout candidate. And we'll wrap it up with an outlook at the rest of the season as the Los Angeles Lakers currently stand at 9th in the Western Conference. But you ask anybody, Darvin Ham and Rob Pelinka and everybody else, we got a great roster. We'll be just fine as we gear up for a postseason push. Yeah, we'll see. Now, starting with the top buyout candidates, you got to go first and foremost with Spencer DinWiddie, a guy that can put the ball in the basket and a little bit of an inconsistent roller coaster type player. But the reason he's number one on my buyout list as well, people close to the scene are saying that he is the Lakers' top buyout candidate. Dave McMenamin tweeted this out yesterday during the trade deadline. The Los Angeles Lakers are among the frontrunners to sign guard Spencer DinWiddie when he clears waivers, sources tell ESPN. 30-year-old Los Angeles native, so come on home, a little homecoming of sorts, averaged 12.6 points and 6.0 assists for the Brooklyn Nets this season. And when you look at the body of work from Spencer DinWiddie, exactly as McMenamin said, he brings you 12 points a night and can distribute the ball with 6 assists. And we've been doing a lot of deep dives on different point guard replacements leading up to the trade deadline. Obviously, DeJounte Murray was the big name. Took a look at Tyus Thomas and some other potential point guards that could fill that role. And I'm not here to tell you that Spencer DinWiddie is going to revolutionize this Lakers offense and make them the team to beat in the Western Conference. Absolutely not. But I do like the idea of at least exploring the potential of bringing in Spencer DinWiddie as a buyout option. And I can promise you this, if and when the Lakers make a move, we'll have you covered from every single angle. And that's why you want to stay locked in by subscribing to the Lakers Report. And I promise you this, the Lakers Report will give you 100% every single time. Doesn't cost you anything. And tell a friend about the Lakers Report. We're bringing you daily content for free. And you know what? I'll tell you one other thing. Give it a trial run. Subscribe for a week. If you don't absolutely love it, you can unsubscribe, even though it will break my heart. So I expect Spencer DinWiddie to be a Laker because it makes a lot of sense in terms of team needs. It makes a lot of sense that he's a Los Angeles native, and we expect him to clear waivers and be that top buyout candidate for the Los Angeles Lakers. So I've got him in a Laker uniform already. What say you? Let me know down in the comments. Should the Lakers sign Spencer DinWiddie? It's real simple. Type Y for yes, N for no. Do you like the idea of bringing in DinWiddie, a guy that can provide maybe a change of pace from the point guard position? Again, he's not going to light it up. He has that potential. He's had some nights where he'll go for 30 plus and other nights where you won't necessarily see or hear from him. So not necessarily the most consistent player, but a guy that can bring some value to a Lakers team that, as we said, all month long leading up to the trade deadline could use a little bit of a spark. And again, I'm not here to tell you Spencer DinWiddie is that missing piece to the puzzle, but I do think there'd be a value add by bringing Spencer DinWiddie to Los Angeles. Now, coming up, we're going to talk a few more buyout candidates and continue to take a look at this Lakers season down the stretch. But first, I want to give a huge shout out to our official sponsor of the Lakers Report. It wouldn't be possible without the support and sponsorship of Prize Picks, the most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. By now, you know how to play, but I'll tell you just in case. You simply pick more or less on a player's projected stat line. And oh yes, Prize Picks is the largest independently owned and operated daily fantasy sports platform, so you know you're getting absolutely the best. And they're full of different promotions, ways to keep things fresh. And oh yeah, that's right, the big game coming right up this weekend. They've got some awesome promos that you got to take advantage of. And take a look at what I'm working with here. They're basically giving you half of the prize picks. Go with the power play here. You got to get all three correct. But you know Patrick Mahomes is going to pass for at least a yard. You feel pretty good about that. Terrific promo for you. Free money in your pocket. Isaiah Pacheco has been finding pay dirt nonstop throughout the course of the NFL playoffs. Count on him scoring a touchdown. Pick more there. And Brock Purdy with his passing yards, 248.5. I believe in Brock Purdy. A lot of people have been asking, is he a game manager or is he a game changer? I don't know. I say game changer, so I'm picking more on Brock Purdy's passing yard total. And that's how it works. You'll be dialed into the big game. Might as well have some fun with it. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. $100 deposit match waiting for you for new customers. One more time, that's PrizePicks.com/CLNS. And oh yeah, we love you and we care about you here on the Lakers Report. So that link goes right in the comments and description of today's video. It's PrizePicks.com/CLNS. All right, some other buyout candidates as we are in conclusion of the NBA trade deadline. That's all in the rear view mirror, and we look at through the windshield of what's next. A big name that might be in the back nine of his career, and by might be, is on the back nine of his career, Victor Oladipo. And obviously the former first-round pick burst into the NBA with high expectations, and as of late, he's obviously at the end of his career, hasn't played yet this year, but you look at the body of work over the course of his career, dating all the way back to 2019. In that 2019-2020 season, played in 33 games, put up nearly 20 points per game, so can be a prolific scorer when called upon to do so, but the production has significantly fallen off since then, just 12 points a game, down to 10 and 10 the final 2 years in 2022, 23, 2021, 2021. He's only played in 42 games the last 2 years. So he has been banged up a little bit, Victor Oladipo. And I'm sure you can tell this one doesn't really excite me too much. But anytime you got a big name out there like Victor Oladipo, maybe he can add some value to the Los Angeles Lakers. If you think the Lakers should go ahead and pursue and sign, Victor Oladipo, let me know down in the comments. Type S for sign, or if you're good on Victor Oladipo, go ahead and pass. Go ahead and type P for pass. I don't have a strong opinion on this one. It doesn't really move the needle for me the way Spencer DinWiddie does, so he's a little bit lower on my list. Now, if there was a scenario in which it made sense and the Lakers front office said, yeah, we need Victor Oladipo, I don't think it's one of those no harm, no fouls things, but again, not one I'm raising the roof at by any means. Next on our list of potential buyout candidates, how about Robin Lopez? A character of sorts, Robin Lopez, a guy that stands 7 feet tall, 280 pounds, played at Stanford. Obviously, his brother Brook Lopez in the league as well. And a guy that hasn't really lit up the stat sheet so far this season by any means. But, hey, what do we talk about with Andre Drummond? It's another big body out there. And Robin Lopez, over the course of his career, dating back in the last 4 years, is a guy that, again, can have some value on a team. He's not going to score a bunch, but it's one more big body that can defend some of those other big bodies in the Western Conference as you make that playoff run or attempt to make that playoff run. But again, the statistics not really popping off the page for me. So another reason why he's not too high on my buyout candidate list. Again, I like the idea of Spencer DinWiddie so far in this list. Now, last but certainly not least, we got to talk about Marcus Morris, because he's a guy with a ton of NBA experience, a savvy veteran, which could also just be a nice way of saying he's really old. But either way, you look at what his production could look like in 2023-24, about 7 points per game. And I know they're just stats. He's the glue guy. He can add another dynamic to this Lakers offense and be a guy that, if called upon, could maybe make some meaningful contributions. And again, that sounds like Riepma. You're rambling. You're talking around it here. He's not going to help us that much, so why even pursue him? Well, let's not get too fired up, but you get the idea. Marcus Morris, senior, a little bit lower on that list for me as well. And without being mean-spirited and nothing personal, but neither Lopez nor Morris really moved the needle for me. And again, it's at the point, trade deadline has passed. These are buyout candidates which teams don't really want for a reason. It's not like there's a buyout candidate that all of a sudden just will ignite the team and look out, the Lakers are the team to beat in the West. But if you had to pick one of our 4 buyout candidates, let me know down in the comments. If it's the one I would choose, I'd type SD for Spencer DinWiddie. If you want Robin Lopez, go ahead and type RL. Jump down to Victor Oladipo. That's a VO in the comments. And last but certainly not least, how about Marcus Morris Sr.? Type MM. Either way, let your voice be heard and let me know what you think. And as always, thanks for making the Lakers Report part of your day. As always, subscribe to the channel because we do this every single day. Who else is pumping out daily Lakers content 24/7, covering the purple and gold the way nobody can? And even though Rob Pelinka slept through the trade deadline, we were hard at work bringing you the latest and greatest from all things Los Angeles Lakers and the National Basketball Association for that matter. A sincere salute to today's producer, Jake Chipper. Appreciate all his love and support on the Lakers Report. And hey, have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it is. We'll see you next time on the Lakers Report.